Hey everybody, this is Elise from Camp ASCCA, and you're listening to Camp ASCCA, the podcast, the show that dives into all things ASCCA and the people that make camp the incredible place it is. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media to stay up to date with what's happening here at camp. That's at Camp ASCCA, CAMP ASCCA. Hey everybody, welcome back to Camp ASCCA, the podcast. It's Elise here today, and I am joined with two very special guests, camper Josie Smith and her mom, Catherine Smith. Catherine has actually worked as a summer nurse at ASCCA for the past 2 summers, and Josie has attended, and we're so excited that they're here and joining us today.
Hey.
How are y'all? Thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So if y'all will both tell our listeners a little bit about yourselves. Josie, if you want to go first.
Okay. My name is Josie, and I'm a camper Camp ASCCA. I'm 14 years old. I've been going for about our second year, and
14 years old, second year at Camp ASCCA. And do you want to share what disability you have?
I have cerebral palsy.
And I'm Catherine. I'm her mother. And I am mom to 6 kids. And I'm also a nurse. I homeschool. I'm a nurse one day a week. So I homeschool during the school year. And I have come to Camp ASCCA. This is my second year to come as a nurse, and I absolutely loved coming.
How did y'all first hear about Camp ASCCA?
I was like, they're a friend, right?
Yeah, partially through a friend, and then also just looking for disability camps, ways for Josie to be around people that are similar and have the same struggles, that kind of thing. So just kind of doing an internet search and looking to see what all is around.
That's awesome. Remind me again where y'all are from.
Madison.
Yeah, Madison, Alabama. So that's just outside of Huntsville.
Yeah. So y'all,
Yeah.
it's not too bad of a drive down to camp.
No, I think it's about 3 hours, but it's worth it. So we come.
Yeah, and it's fun because, like, the drive, we get to come and we get to, like, the drive. Sometimes.
Get to stop and eat out, pretty much, is what she's saying.
I
It's
mean-
mom
And they don't get to do that.
we don't get to do that often. So it's mom and Josie talk. It's the two of us. And yeah, so we stop and eat on the way.
Yeah. Food's always better when you don't have to cook it too.
Yes.
So y'all heard about Camp ASCCA through kind of just a web search and through word of mouth through friends. What was the decision like on deciding that ASCCA was a place that you wanted to attend and learn more about?
I think she asked me, like, hey, there's this camp that you can go by yourself, and it's like run by, like nurses and that are in training and like physical therapists training, and that's what I think is like cool about ASCCA is the people that are college kids that are like in training,
Mm.
and it's kind of cool to get to experience stuff with them and fun. So like she asked me, and I said like, sure.
So we waited. I think that I knew about Camp ASCCA when Josie was maybe 7 or 8, but we just weren't ready for her to be to go overnight, just because she's not independent and her toileting and different things like that. And so we waited until she was, I guess,
13 or 14.
well, it was 2 years ago, so you would have been 12.
Mm.
And but I think it was the fall that you went. So she
No, for spring.
okay. all
Yeah,
right,
y'all
maybe
went for a weekend. I remember that. I remember y'all.
that's right. So we tried out a weekend, and she absolutely loved it. It was her first time to be away from home. I mean, kids that are fully dependent on other people to take care of them.
I think that's the cool thing. Yeah, I love being like going by myself, and I get so excited to can this can be independent.
Yeah.
Like it's like the only place where you get to do that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So there are many other opportunities for not many other opportunities for her to go places where she can just be independent, that kind of thing. So we tried out the weekend, I guess about 2.5 years ago, and she loved it. And once I saw the counselors and just kind of went there and understood how it was like, I had zero concerns about her being cared for. And especially after being a nurse for 2 years, just seeing these college kids, I mean, they impressed me so much. I was completely amazed at how hard they work.
And
And
they're super sweet. They're
They are.
super kind. They're super awesome. And get with them.
yes,
I was talking to my mom yesterday about just how lucky I feel to just be able to work here and like just be in this environment where I typically wouldn't have at any other job. You know, it's just such a special place. And our staff really does do a great job at loving and caring on and giving the independence that Josie, you want, that everybody wants,
yes,
which I think is very, very awesome. So, Josie, the weekend that you attended, did you come alone? Yes. Okay.
yes. She came to 2 weekends. Well, I think she came to one weekend and then
I think I went one weekend and then went to the
summer.
week.
Yes.
Summer, and then you came, then I went to one weekend by myself.
Yeah,
That's
so a weekend by herself, then a summer with me as a nurse being there, and then a weekend by herself, and then summer again I was there. But we tried our best to um
Because that's, because, it's good, but having longer to watch on the plane, but again, it's like, kind like, you can leave, can have a break. This is the only place I'm like, leave, have a break.
yeah, so it's her place of independence. So I really tried not to go to her unless she made unless she kind of wanted me to come to her and kind of was looking at me and pulling me over, that kind of thing. Um, but I did spend a lot of time going to all the different activities, handing out probably 600 popsicles. So,
right.
I mean, how cool is it for your mom to be the popsicle lady? Everyone loved me. How could they not love the popsicle lady? Um, so anyway, I got to see her do the zip line and a couple of activities, but for the most part, she acted independently with her counselor, and so that was. I feel like still got a good chance of being independent.
Yeah, I think that's also a cool thing that has guys. If you can just drop your kids off and take a break, and they can have an awesome time.
Yes, absolutely. So, what was it like attending a weekend by yourself and then having your mom there? What were you feeling like having your mom there, being able to share such a special week with her?
I I thought this was hard because I had already been for the weekend, so
Mm,
fun. But it was fun. I liked she got like I said, I liked it. She got to see me do the different activities. She got to see
mm,
me go tubing and different things like that.
yeah, because it's a lot different seeing it actually happen versus just hearing about it secondhand.
Yeah. And I do think it was actually more of a helpful time there for the week because I hadn't been there for a week by myself. So it was kind of helpful.
Mm.
Did you
Oh
enjoy
my
the
goodness.
weekend yourself so better?
Yes, I enjoyed the weekend by myself. I love it.
Yeah, she likes the weekend by herself. So I think that independence again is just a really big key. Just because she's not able to be independent other places. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be allowed to go to camp next week or not, or next year or not. I'm not sure if she's going to let
Like,
me.
like you and Dad can go on a vacation. You can just tell me that. And I'm trying to convince my brother to go be a counselor and training for maybe a weekend. So you can just drop us off.
I think that's a good plan. That's funny.
Oh, mercy.
So, obviously, ASCA has had an impact on both of you. Kind of what does it mean to your family? What has it been like having this new door opened and this newfound sense of independence?
I think it's gonna help me like helping me be independent. Well,
Mm,
I think what's really cool, like it's helping me be independent in ways that I didn't think of. good in some ways.
Mm.
Like I remember the first time and I was kind of or like I always get a little anxious or like I don't know if I can go to bed without hope.
Mm.
Like I'm used to going to bed with like my dad putting me down and stuff. I'm not sure if I can do that. It's
Yeah.
always kind of helped me and just like yeah. And it's always like it's just kind of I guess it's helped me kind of remind myself that I can be
Mm.
And you can do things that you maybe didn't think you could do because I mean, special needs kids that require a lot of care by someone else. They just we're in a routine, and
Mm.
so she's used to me doing pretty much everything, and so can be significant anxiety by letting that go and thinking that somebody else going to know how to do this
Yeah.
and those different things.
and I think that's what's so cool about it is you learn how to speak up for yourself
Mm.
and everybody's so nice and it it just it just teaches you.
Yeah, so this time, I mean, and we've had a different counselor each time, but this time, I, I had never met her counselor. Actually, she was a new counselor, and Josie didn't want me to go and say anything to her counselor. She just got dropped off, and I was like, "Okay, you literally are on your own to speak up for yourself."
But you still can talk to
I still came later, and I was just like, "Okay, do you have questions?"
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really good. I feel like it shows Josie that other people can take care of her.
yeah. And they like the counselors are always like I'm impressed. They're always really patient.
They are really patient.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they're always like they're patient. So like if you need let's say if you need to do something like take some time changing you, it takes longer and things are just
Mm.
happening. They're always patient. They really try whatever to help you. And I just think that's so cool.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like this really teaches you a new level of trust going into a week of camp. You had Anna
She did.
was Anna was your counselor, correct?
Yes.
I mean, she was a total stranger to you.
Yeah, she was.
She is so awesome.
Yeah.
She's such a genuine girl. Yeah, I mean, you showed up, you just met her, and it was all right. It's me and you for the week, and you just really had to trust that she was gonna allow you the independence that you desire and have that patience with you. And I think that's just so incredible. And I'm so glad you had a good week. I mean,
Always awesome.
always a good time at camp. Even a bad day at camp, I think is better than a bad day anywhere else. Because even a bad day at camp isn't that bad.
Because they like make it a good day and they're always kind. And if you're having a bad day, like you're
Always cheering you on and cheering you up, cheering you
oh,
on.
if you come to team week, then you get like a slow day. You get like
Probably girls' day.
Spa day and get your
I
nails.
still have my nails done.
Yeah. Yes, her
You
nails
know,
are
Josie
done.
came to our teen week. And during teen week, it's so fun. We do different themes every single day. And we have a prom towards the end of the week. And the day of prom, we split them up. We do boys' day and girls' day. And boys do whatever boys do. I don't. I,
A
I
game.
think it's like video soccer or something.
yeah, they're playing video games. And then the girls do a spa day. They get their hair done. They get their nails done. It's
Yeah,
such
the
a fun time.
girls spend the whole day trying to get pretty. The boys spend about 20 minutes trying to look good.
Right? And then take a shower and they get dressed and they're ready.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
girls have to more pretty.
Yeah. So what else did you got a facial? You got
And
your
my hair done.
yeah, she got her hair done.
And we had like a movie and popcorn.
Popcorn and movie and your nails done. Yeah, that was super fun. And we didn't come with a prom dress. I didn't know
Mm.
people took it to the level that they did.
Oh, yeah.
And
Serious here.
so, yeah, it was more serious than what I thought prom was gonna be. So ASCA has a big supply of used prom dresses that are you can, use. And so she got to pick out a prom dress. It just felt like the queen, didn't you? Yeah, she loved it. I was gonna take her picture and I was getting up close to get her hair and everything. She's like, "Scoot back so you can see the whole thing." She's like,
The
"Get a
whole
picture of my whole dress, not just my face."
I love that. It was such a fun week. I always love Teen Week so much.
Yeah.
If you get like a certificate or anything to like cheer you on, and like
Mhm.
I'll be like,
What did you get a certificate for?
"Kimber."
Oh, okay. Yeah. And there's
Because-
other
so like
certificates.
somebody might get the swimming one,
Yeah.
somebody might get the zip line one, and they cheer you on, and that's just such an amazing thing.
Yeah. Everybody
Yeah,
cheers for everybody. Yes.
Josie won Best Female Camper of the Week, second year in a row. So I feel like that kind of goes to show just how amazing and great of a girl that you are.
Well, I asked her why she thought she won Camper of the Week. And what do you remember what you told me? I'm like, what did you do to get Camper of the Week?
I just try to say thank you.
Yeah, I think she has to get a lot of help. And I think it was really e- emotional for her that people would help her as much as they did. And I think she just recognized the amount of help. Yeah. So, like giving her a bath, doing everything for her that we typically do at home. She just felt really cared for that they would do that. And so she was saying thank you the whole week. And so I think that that's an encouragement to your counselors. So,
Mm. So, Josie, outside of camp, what do you like to do? What does a typical day look like for you?
Well, I typically get out and eat breakfast, do some school, and I like to draw. And I just recently got an Instagram, and so I've been working on that.
yeah, she's got her first social media.
What is it called?
It's called Roll.
Just roll underscore England. So
I want to see what Josie is like outside of camp. I haven't seen that side. No.
So she does that, and then she has some podcasts that she likes to follow and listen to, including the ASCA podcast. And what are some others you like? Johnny and Friends,
Johnny and Friends.
Allie Beth
I've heard of
stuff. Yeah. So she does that, and then we do therapy. It's in the afternoons,
And sometimes I like baking with my sister.
and she loves arts and crafts. So.
Well,
So the good thing about Camp ASCCA is that if it happens to be rainy or bad weather, they have an amazing arts and crafts room, don't they? Yeah. So even on bad weather day, you get something you love.
And I think it's kind of like when you're disabled, it's kind of hard to have stuff to do. Like you can't go outside, but I feel like I can't have stuff. They make all the stuff you can't do. And so it's always
Mm.
fun to, have that week.
Yeah, absolutely. The special thing about camp is that it's an environment made specifically with you and people like you in mind. So it's completely accessible, and even like the things that you didn't think that you could do, like maybe a zip line, like the LPR. I remember you went down LPR zip line over the water. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it really is.
I don't feel like there's any might have that opportunity. And that's just what's so special.
Yeah.
The water park thing. The water park thing.
The splash pad?
Yeah, the splash pad. I didn't think that I would get to go to that because I forgot I'm in a wheelchair. And then I'm like, well, what do you know? They have wheelchairs already here that you can use.
Yeah, Josie uses a power wheelchair, and so we didn't take her manual chair. And so she got there and they're like, "Oh, we have more wheelchairs." She's like, "This never happens out in public." There's
Right.
never a wheelchair to make something ready for you to be used.
So, Catherine, you talked a little bit how you're a nurse and you've been a nurse at camp before. How did you get involved with ASCA? How did you make that decision to come and do nursing for a week?
I think that I talked with Nurse Abby when Josie had her first weekend camp, and I met her at pickup and told her that I was a nurse, and I had talked with Josie. She's like, "I love this," and I kind of figured out pretty quickly like this was going to be a part of our lives now.
Yeah.
So we were going to be taking the drive down to camp, and so I just told her like, "Hey, if you need nurses, then let me know." And she said, "We always need nurses."
Oh,
So she called me the next summer and worked with me just to kind of bring me up to speed about what are the typical things that are needed at camp and that kind of thing. So tube feedings and catheters, just a variety of things like that. So yeah.
Um, I I recently had surgery that involves catheters, so it was nice having mom.
mm.
Well, like I love being independent, and I I hope maybe one of these days I'll get to go for a whole week and stuff. But I think it was nice having her here for the first summer of me having that surgery.
Yeah, she just had a surgery in April a few months ago. So it's kind of new. So it was good to have to be able to do the catheter. But
Have somebody
so yeah,
to deal with.
yeah. So yeah, so I've loved coming to camp. It's been really fun. If I didn't have other children at home, I would come for the whole summer. Josie and I would
Yeah.
come set up camp for the whole summer.
Anyway, you would go take a break, and I don't get to go bounce.
Take a
But
break, Mom. Little
yeah,
vacation.
yeah, I know. Well, she's convincing me to take a vacation for next year, I think. But anyway, but I think one thing we didn't touch on that Josie and I were talking about, we've been to a disability camp that's like a family camp. And so our whole family gets to go. And it is,
It's it's awesome. Like I think it's good, but it's got like it's a family camp, so I feel like the amount of people that are actually disabled is kind
Mm.
of
yeah. So at a family camp, you're going to have the entire family there and then probably one disabled person out of each family. So the number of disabled people that you see is just not as many as like at Camp ASCCA, you may see 15 wheelchairs. And that's normal. And so that's normal at Camp ASCCA, but it's not normal out in regular life to come across somebody that's 14 in a wheelchair. We rarely come across people's
yeah.
paths.
And I and what's also cool is like you build relationships at Camp ASCCA, so it's like daily.
Yeah, some other people. Yeah, making friends with other kids in wheelchairs. That's encouraging
Yeah.
to her. And now they're Instagram friends. And then the morning we were getting ready to go to camp, I was like trying to get everything together, and I saw Josie didn't have shoes on. I was like, "Josie, do you want your shoes?" And because we hadn't packed them, she's like, "No, I don't have to take my shoes. I don't have to pretend that I need shoes and can walk. We're going to disability camp."
Oh, that reminds me of a funny story at Camp ASCCA. I think it was last year. Um, one of the helpers were bathing me, and she was like washing my feet, and I said, "Why are you washing my feet if I don't even use
Well, because they still can get stinky.
Rosie, you always have the best shirts at camp too. There's always
Yeah.
like a funny pun on them or something, and they
Yeah, I had one that says like I just got my first speeding ticket, and like I'm in it for the handicap parking, and
Yeah, let's see. What else?
and I'm the proud owner of two lame legs.
I'm the proud of owner of two lame legs. She has a friend who has diabetes, and Bella has a shirt that says, "I'm the proud owner of a
A weak pancreas.
a weak pancreas," or it doesn't say weak pancreas, something like that. So anyway, we had one made for Josie.
that's too
A useless pancreas. That's what it is. I'm the proud owner of a useless pancreas. Um, so we have a little competition about shirts going
yeah.
on. Some
That's
some good disability humor, right?
Yeah, and I think somebody else at camp one week had a shirt that says I like something like I would walk it off, but I can't.
I would walk it off, but I can't.
Yes,
I mean,
somebody else at camp.
they're so funny. I always look forward to you showing up to breakfast that morning and seeing what show you're gonna have on. What laugh I'm gonna get that day. That's so funny. So, Josie, you'll start school next week, right? Monday.
Yeah.
What grade will you be in?
Well, actually, we just kind of like I'm technically in eighth, but we just with homeschool we work on whatever. So you might be in seventh grade for one, you might be eighth grade for one, you might be in ninth grade. I don't know. You just kind of whatever you need.
Yeah, whatever you need to work on, you just learn the next thing. So no matter what grade level it is. So, but yeah,
And I'm gonna be at co-op this year while mom's at work.
yeah.
I
On
think
Fridays, she goes to homeschool co-op and she's taking, you want to tell what classes you're taking?
public speaking.
Oh, you'll excel at that. You'll be great.
She's a little bit nervous about it, but
Okay.
she also thinks it'll be good for her because she wants to.
I want to be like a speaker, like an encouragement speaker, and like
Oh my goodness. I would come to a show for sure. And I know so many other people that would as well.
We have to include some humor if we want Elise to come. We have to wear a good shirt.
yeah. And do you know who Johnny X and Todd is?
I feel like I've heard that name, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I want to be like her. She's like a Christian speaker, and she's paralyzed.
Mm,
So I want to be like.
I'll look her up. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for you. It sounds like you have such big plans, and I can't wait to see them all unfold.
Yeah, and at co-op, I have a buddy, so that's
Mm.
also good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting out of the house too. You know, that's always nice. Thank you so, so much. Josie, do you have anything else you want our listeners to know about you?
That's all. Thanks for letting us join you today.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you. I cannot wait to see y'all again.
Yeah, we hope to be there. Did you say you wanted to aim for fall camp or Christmas?
Well, I think I'll do fall, and like maybe my brother will be like. Do y'all have counselors in training for fall weekend?
Or I don't think we typically do, but that could change weekend to weekend, just depending on what we need, you know?
I'm trying to kind of he's 17, 16,
That Will's 15.
15.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince him eventually to come.
Yeah,
I think
he would be a good buddy because he does help take care of you, right? Yeah. All right. Well,
Well,
thanks,
thank you so
Elise.
much.
Okay, we'll see ya.
Thank you, and thank you for letting us come on.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing your story.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
What's happening at ASCCA? This is the part of the show where we are going to talk about everything that's happening right here at Camp ASCCA.
Hey, this is Matt Rickman, camp director here at Camp ASCCA. Just wanted to tell you guys what a great summer we just wrapped up. Had an awesome ASCCA summer, staff, campers. It was just a fantastic summer. Then we kind of wrapped our summer up with Alabama Head Injury Foundation group, followed by Megan ARC out of Georgia, which were two real fun weeks to kind of end the summer. And so now we have that. We kind of have 1 week where I don't have any groups here. So we're all just kind of taking a deep breath, took a couple of days off, and now we're going into our fall sessions into September, October, and looking forward to that. A few different projects going on here at camp. I know our administrator John's still working on the parent campgrounds, and one of the houses is getting close. I saw he's putting the flooring in the other day, and we've got the 2 RV spots are functional, so that's looking good over there. Me and some of the guys just put down the carpet or the artificial turf, if you will, over at the pickleball court. So that's coming along. We got that looking good, ready to play some pickleball and some bocce and cornhole. And then we got the just cemented the basketball goal in. So everything's looking great in that department. Just need to finish that up with an accessible path to get down to the court. And Lance has the bathrooms up and running again too. So just working on things like that. Little maintenance here and there around camp. Just got our the new nature center was just painted by a great group. We appreciate that so much. And looking forward to our September groups and our October groups coming up. Got our ARPA weekend, which is that's a weekend I know personally. I've been working with that group for over 25 years that they've been coming to camp. And so we're excited about that. We have a Drake Middle School day camp Then we actually have 2 autism support, the Autism Support of Alabama groups, 2 family camps with them this year rather than just one in the fall. So that we added a camp there. And then after that, we've got several day camps of what I call our leadership week. We have junior leadership Lake Martin, then leadership Lake Martin, and then leadership Lee County. So we're doing a lot of team building and leadership those day camps. And then that kind of takes us into October. We'll have our Halloween weekend, our big fall family weekend here at camp, followed by Camp Sil Harris Halloween weekend. So just looking forward to all those groups coming and just doing a lot of things to make camp even better, make some improvements and get everything ready for next year. But thanks again for listening, and we just appreciate all the support and just appreciate, again, our staff that just did such a fantastic job this summer. And as always, we couldn't do it without the campers who make our jobs wonderful. So thank you.
Thanks for listening to Camp ASCCA, the podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode and look forward to you joining us next time. As always, be sure to follow us on social media at Camp ASCCA and visit our website, campascca.org, for more information about camp.